Welcome to another edition of TechCast. Our guest today is Hani Bani Amer, Head Information Security at Etihad Payments. Welcome, Hani. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is mine.
Hani, can you tell us a little about the company and what it does?
Of course, Etihad Payments is a subsidiary of the CBUE.
Right.
We are operating a couple of national critical infrastructure payment systems and transaction systems like the
Right.
UE Switch. We recently introduced J1, the domestic card schema, and we are operating the Ani platform for instant transfer platform and instant payment platform.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about technology, which is like booming everywhere. What is your opinion about the technology landscape in this region and how is the technology market?
We are no more living in a connected world. We are
Right.
living in hyper-connected world.
Right.
Where corporates and companies are depending on different systems across the globe on different continents to build
Right.
their ecosystem and to
Right.
be able to support their customers.
Right.
If an issue happens, for example, in a different continent,
Right.
the impact can be felt on completely different continent,
Right.
from west to east or east to west. So having said that and having that dependency on hyper-connected worlds,
Right.
build or defines our new communities
Right.
where we need to ensure that the security is being properly built and the systems are having the right resiliency to ensure that we don't have impacts within our lifestyle and within our regular business operations.
Right. I like the concept of the hyperconnected world. We're no longer just connected, it's hyperconnected.
Correct.
Now, in this hyperconnected world, cybersecurity is a very crucial aspect.
Of
Now,
course.
how do you ensure the security of everything that goes through the virtual realm? So, in your opinion, where is cybersecurity at today?
Cybersecurity should be seen as a business enabler, not a
Right.
showstopper.
Huh.
Unfortunately, most of the business users and conventional thought of cybersecurity that we are a showstopper.
Right.
My opinion is different. We should be considered as business enabler, secure business enabler,
Right.
to ensure that we build the right foundation for the business to operate and expand and provide the strong base to have proper and sustainable business growth.
Absolutely. What are some of the leading cybersecurity trends that you see in this region?
We have seen a couple of new trends within the cybersecurity. We see increase in the new methods of infiltrating the
Right.
environments, trying to gain initial footprint with the environments and try to expand and build the knowledge. We see more dependence on AI-based attacks and well-crafted
Right.
phishing. Yes, well-crafted phishing emails. We see more dependence on social engineering to try to establish the initial trust to gain information from entities and organizations.
Right. Now, humans versus technology. Which one do you think is a greater threat for cybersecurity today? Is it human error or is it the errors that technology brings in?
I believe that it's more related to human errors.
Right.
So yes. So if you see the latest trends of attacks and the latest reports, most of entities and organizations that have been hacked, I'll give maybe a more specific number, more than 80%, according
Right.
to certain statistics, that they had the basic security controls to stop
Right,
that attacks.
right.
But unfortunately, those attacks were not stopped, either by the wrong design, technology not being properly configured or updated, or that the right parameterization of that technology has not
Right,
been
right.
put within it to ensure that it's working optimally.
Right. Now, everybody knows that human beings or human error is a significant factor for in cybersecurity. But why is there no lessening or reduction of human error? Is it because there's no awareness about that, or people are not aware of how much they're, causing a damage?
Unfortunately, the human factor is the weakest link within the cybersecurity chain. And unfortunately, each incident
Right.
have its own circumstances and its own details. So we need to focus more into building the right security,
Right.
hygiene, and put it in place.
Right.
And ensure that we do the basic things in the right order. And we ensure that we are persistent within
Right.
that basic security hygiene. Then we can start with the lessons learned to
Right.
ensure that we are learning from our mistakes in the future,
Right.
and we ensure that we apply
Right.
the knowledge that we gain over the experience within our platforms.
Right.
We don't learn from our lessons. I believe we learn from our lessons. And if you see, most of the security professionals are focusing on the user awareness and on the lesson learned to maturize their programs going forward.
Right. Right. And do you think fintech organizations, banks should create more awareness about this human error possibility, so that there is more awareness among the upcoming generation as well about the need to be resilient and vigilant.
What I have seen that the newest or latest, the new generation is well aware about the security and its risks, and I believe we need to learn from them. They're very sophisticated, but we need to ensure that we steer them in the right direction.
Correct.
They are secure by design, so they hear about those problems that we have within our businesses, within our lifestyle, within our societies, and they are building their experience and security knowledge as they grow.
Right.
So this is my opinion about the youth. About us, I don't know, the people who are already in task force, and I believe we need also to continue on building the right awareness for that part of community, in terms either they are part of an employment within an organization or part of the community in general, to ensure they don't share the passwords, to ensure that they don't share their OTPs, to ensure that at least do the basic validation before they share any even personal information away from passwords or OTPs.
But it's isn't it very scary how complicated and sophisticated the threats are today? Like, you get calls claiming to, I mean, it looks as if it's from a very legitimate source, your bank or your service provider, and it's becoming more and more complex and sophisticated. Do you think the cyber security frameworks that we have in place, or the security that organizations have in place, are enough to combat these threats? Or
we need to build let me put it in the right frame. Our security is assuming that it's having the basic support from the human factor to ensure that we succeed. But if a user intentionally or knowingly sharing his OTP or password with a threat actor, no matter what security control you put in place, he's going to be infiltrated, or he's going to be breached, or his account will be stolen, or his social media credentials will be used for either blocking his account or putting posts on his behalf, and so on.
Absolutely. So my last question to you is, let's say fast forward to 10 years from now, at the rate at which technology is accelerating, where do you see technology and cybersecurity a decade from now?
That's a tough one. If you asked me 5 years ago where we're going to be today, I wouldn't imagine that we will be at this step.
Absolutely.
Also with the quantum computing coming into picture, and I believe we need to have the right post-quantum capabilities in the next 5 to 10 years.
Right.
The exact security state, and I believe we're going to be in an endless cat and mouse game, where the threat actors will advance their tactics, techniques, and procedures to infiltrate environments, people, and our lifestyles. And at the same time, we are trying to catch up with the right collaboration within the security community or security professional community to build the right cooperation and collaboration to be able to stop, to prevent such attacks within the future. Is it going to end? No. And with the introduction of AI as well, where the attackers and hackers can have more tools to build more sophisticated attacks, and I really believe we need to put more efforts.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this insightful conversation, Hani. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure having you.